Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the couches as always. This is your host, Don't Know Shit Doug. I'm hanging out on the couch tonight with Ryan. Angelo decided to take the week off because he's a lazy son of a bitch. May you burn in hell, Angelo.
Whole day.
Yep.
Whole day. Whole week. He's gone.
He's gone, yeah. He left us on the couch.
Yeah.
Hosting alone. Nah, we miss you, buddy. Yeah. You can still burn in hell, though.
Wow. Torture him.
So, Ryan, how are you, buddy? How was your week?
My week was pretty good. Not too bad.
Anything eventful happen?
Not really. It rained.
No, yeah?
Yeah.
You didn't have a protest in your front yard or anything like that?
No.
No?
No, I was driving around and I saw a Tesla with a sticker on it that said, "I bought this before Elon went crazy."
Oh, well, ouch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't think Elon went crazy. I think everybody just turned their back on him.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe the sticker. But I believe that it was a liberal driving.
Oh, well, he's driving a Tesla. I was talking to my dad about this earlier today, and I'm like, unfortunately, I do appreciate the fact that Elon made the major sacrifice by kind of walking away from his business to go and push for what he believes in politically. And
yeah.
Unfortunately, going against the Liberal Party was going against his major consumer base.
Yep. Elon, you don't deserve this.
No, you don't, buddy. No, you don't. And sorry, I mean, your truck, as cool as people say it is, anybody on the conservative side, they're going to buy a Ford, they're going to buy a Chevy, they're going to buy your atypical American backbone truck.
Yeah.
And Dodge.
Cybertruck's not for me.
Not for me either, bro.
No. Yeah, I like Elon, man, but
I was never into the cyberpunk scene, like that futuristic thing.
Yeah.
Was never my jam.
no.
Nah.
No.
I only like neon for a short period of my life.
Oh, a neon.
Yeah, like the neon colors.
Oh, I thought you meant like the Dodge neon.
No. I'm actually not too familiar with that car. Was it a decent car?
No, it was a piece of shit.
Oh, a POS. Okay.
Yeah, it's terrible.
All right. I didn't know.
There's people out there who love them, I'm sure.
Yeah?
Probably fans of that shit. But
Feel like I've still got mine from 12th grade.
yeah.
Still going strong.
Yeah, it's a terrible car.
Is it still on the market?
No.
No, they no longer sell that model.
No, there's people, they souped it up or whatever. They sold parts for it, I think, but wasn't my cup of tea.
Is this like a Honda where you can just go down to the store and buy
it might have been an answer to Honda,
Yeah, you pay $100 worth of parts and you can get another 20 horsepower.
Yeah. You got to know what you're doing, I guess. But
well, with Honda, no, it's cheap. You just run it until the thing pops.
Yeah.
And then you just get new parts. They're like $20. Go down, put the thing back in.
Economically, yeah, the vehicle is pretty good. Honda, that is, in terms of longevity and the cost of parts typically were cheaper. I don't know how that is now.
Well, don't get me wrong. I mean, Honda makes one hell of a dirt bike. I mean, Honda's 4-stroke is a beast. They're making Formula One racing engines now, which are absolutely incredible.
Really?
Oh, yeah. No. So, I mean, they definitely have their hand in a lot of different areas. But when it comes down to, let's say our neck of the woods, the people that are riding around in Hondas are buying them because they can buy cheap parts for them and they can soup them up and make them look like Fast and Furious cars.
Yeah. Well, that was an era for sure. The Fast and the Furious definitely helped that era of people who wanted to modify their vehicles. And
do you think that era is over? Or
for most, I think it's done. But there are those guys out there who are still enthusiasts and are still working on those cars, to this day. And what's funny is the vast majority of them have problems with police stopping them with their loud cars and stuff. So yeah, it was a fad.
I'm sure there's a list there. I think there's domestic disputes and strong arm robberies up that alley.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really part of that scene, but I mean, I did drive around a lot as a teenager or whatever. And,
I saw Fast and Furious. They'll steal your safe.
Yeah,
and drive it down the road and bring a tank with them. Okay, so you got to watch out for those type of people.
Yeah, I think that movie was Italian Job.
Which one?
The Mini Coopers when they pull the safe, right? Isn't that it?
They do that through the sewers, but I believe in one of the later Fast and Furious.
Oh no, I think it was.
Yeah, there was a double cable.
That was one. Oh, that was with
cars.
with the Rock, right?
Yeah.
That one had
was
The
in a
Rock
cou-
in it,
He was in
yeah.
a couple of them.
Yeah.
And then John Cena came.
Oh, then it was it, right?
Well, no. I mean,
They're coming up with a new one, right?
well,
Probably.
I don't know. Why not? I mean, the franchise still makes money, even though it's absolutely terrible. The newest one was garbage. I mean, it was dog shit. But I sat through it. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
And like, I was still rooting for the like dog shit movie.
I enjoyed the first one.
Oh yeah, the first one. I mean, most first movies, most introductory movies are the best. I mean, that's like where you start your journey with these people, and like, unfortunately, it's the second and third movie. Whether it was written part of like a chronicle where the author actually sat down and like thought it all the way through, or the first one made a shit ton of money, so they're like, we better make a second one so we can make a shit more money, and that's what ruins the franchise. Is when like there is no actual direction going from the first one into the second one. It's just a cash grab. They're like, we need more money. This thing made us a shit ton of money. Let's get all our writers to go ahead and work on this thing. And it's never as good as like the authentic thing that was created out of like someone's hardship or someone's like happiness.
I mean, the story did go on. So like, I don't listen. I watched it and I've seen quite a few of them. Not a super fan or anything like that, but watching it, you know, there was consistency from the first one to the second one. There was still the same, as long as I guess they included some of the same members. The plot was kind of different, right? But like, you know, some members were still there. I don't remember the specifics, but I do remember there is some. The story continued, right? So it wasn't like it was completely out of the water. Weird surprise things kind of were supposed to happen. Did they happen? I don't remember, but it was one of those
Hell
franchises.
of a storyteller. Let me tell you, if you ever need someone to come to your campfire and keep you riveted,
are you on the edge of your seats? Don't invite me because I ain't gonna have a good story. But yeah,
you guys will go to sleep early.
I'm all over the fucking place. But yeah, no, I remember the first one. That's all I really cared about. But yeah, I think that there was some cohesiveness between the first, second, third. What was that girl's name? Lottie or whatever. It's like, what was that? His girlfriend or his sister or somebody like came back from like the dead or some shit. The problem is that I don't remember the story, and so I'm like, oh man, I know that it kind of followed, you know. But anyway, I didn't even want to talk about Hondas or any of that stuff. I wanted to get into how strange Elon Musk was.
What? Okay. I'm sorry.
We drifted.
We did. We did. Oh, well, I liked how you used that. You used the car term. Yeah. We drifted around that corner.
Yeah,
Look at you go. All right. Okay, we can roll back to Elon.
Not that Tokyo drift.
I mean, yeah. Another Fast and Furious reference. All right.
Yeah, all day.
We're just gonna keep throwing them out all night.
We're just gonna rando. I don't know, like something else. We're gonna bring one out. Nah, man, but
So yeah, no. The Fast and Furious franchises were decent for what they were. I mean, they progressively got worse and worse, and then they had to bring on larger and larger actors to keep the boat afloat, and that's where we're at right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, guys like explosions, aliens, and tits, and aliens with big exploding tits. So, I mean, you give them a
that's in that movie.
No, that's
I was like, I'm trying to dig it out. Like, I don't remember Men in Black. I'm like all confused right now.
Oh, you missed the fifth one.
Oh, yeah, I guess
That's
so.
when shit got weird.
Yeah, did it?
They're like, yo, Chargers in space, baby.
What's with that, man? What's with all these movie things going into space?
Well, you got to take it to space. Space is the final frontier.
I guess so. I mean, what was it, like Jason versus Freddy in space or something like that?
No. Jason versus Freddy was back here, like at Camp Crystal Lake. They started off in, what was it? On Elm Street. And from Elm Street, they were led back to Camp Crystal Lake. And that's where you had the big, fight, which wasn't that big of a fight. I think they should have, like, really drawn that out a bit bigger. But that's from a big horror fan. So yeah, they never went to space, but Jason did. Jason's like a children's novel. Yeah. Jason goes to summer camp. Jason goes to New York. Yeah. Jason goes to, Jason goes to wherever. Like, Jason's on a new adventure. Where's Jason going today? Jason brought his machete and he's off to see the camp. Oh, Jason brought his machete. He's off to see New York City. And like, we're on another adventure with Jason Voorhees. So Pack your bags, ladies and gentlemen. We're off to see Jason Voorhees on another adventure.
Yeah, man. We're just all over the place.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, so no, as far as like the reason we talked about the cars in the first place was about
Elon
Honda,
Musk.
right? And Elon Musk. But the Honda thing was that there was an error, right? And I believe that Fast and the Furious made it happen, or brought some more attention to it, which is the auto enthusiast hobby of like modifying and racing cars, right? But yeah, so like well, as far as that goes today, I don't really think it's all that really there that much. I mean, there's a big Euro thing, more so than I think than the foreign in terms of like Hondas.
So do you think Fast and the Furious like killed a generation? Like that was the end of it? Because if you think about it, there was tons and tons of different movies about racing cars up until that point. So, I mean, you had what was it? The Good Old Boys. We just some good old boys. Mm-hmm. Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
They were about driving fast cars and pushing moonshine. And then you went from that to what? Smokey and the Bandit. Dude, got a Trans Am. Sexy as shit. Like, that was awesome. Burt Reynolds doing his thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And so you had all that going on up until Fast and Furious. And did Fast and Furious kill it for like the next generation? Was they were like, oh, I don't want to be a car enthusiast if that's what a car enthusiast looks like.
Maybe to an extent, but I don't really think so. I think that it definitely just glorified it a little bit, and people, it opened up more doors, so to speak, to people who they gained interest. It enticed people. Oh, hey, check out this whole thing that's happening here. Is it real? Most people, when they see it, and it's funny, like you see it in the movies, and you're like, nah, that's not real. But it is. Nitrous oxide is real.
Speaking of that, what is that little sport that the Utes of the inner city are doing these days, where they'll do like donuts in the middle of the intersection?
Oh, that's so stupid. Yeah. So
does that have a name?
Yeah, it's called Street Takeover.
Wait, no, that sounds like a dance off.
No, it's called a street takeover. So yeah, they've been doing it. It's dangerous what they're doing. I mean, listen, there's a time and a place for like doing donuts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to do them. I ain't gonna lie, did them. Everybody tried it. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Parking lot. Yeah. Nobody around.
Go to Jones Beach.
Didn't want to really
somewhere.
I wasn't trying to show off with my donut though. It wasn't like maybe it was a handful of people like in other cars. Not a crowd. Yeah. Let me do fucking donuts. Uncontrollable donuts. I mean, come on, man. And you're like running over the crowd.
Oh, smacking them with the side of your vehicle.
Smacking them with the side of your vehicle, fucking hurting people. And then you have idiots hanging outside the car.
Oh, and then falling off of it and then getting ran over by the same vehicle. Oh, it's brutal.
It's just like, is that Gen Z?
Yeah, I guess that's the new motor scene. Instead of actually driving your vehicle, you just go around in circles a lot.
Just act like a total tard and just go hardcore, run each other over.
Oh, I've seen so many pieces get smacked off the vehicle. Like it goes around in circles, hits a light post, back fender breaks off, and you're like, dude.
My thing is like, the people that get hurt, man, and like the car flips over and it falls on the fucking people who are hanging outside the window. And, luckily there's people there who try to help the people, but there's people I'm sure who were like affected to this day permanently, like maybe disabled or dead.
So,
so it's like, why?
If you were to put an urban Olympics together, do you think we should make this part of like the urban Olympics?
An urban Olympics?
Yeah. So I'm thinking like the milk crate game. Yeah, so we do the milk crate game.
That was the Hood Olympics.
Yeah, the Hood Olympics.
Yeah,
okay,
so they did it in the hood.
So do you think this should be an event as well?
No.
And we'll put the car out there and go around in circles, kind of like a bull, and it's like who can get out of the ring without...
I mean, it's one of the dumb things that people, or I should say younger people are doing, and I don't know why.
Well, I mean, in the subways, I honestly have heard the announcements as you're going through the subways, and they're like, please do not climb on top of the subways and surf the subways. It's moronic. You can get killed. And I'm like, okay. And I've heard these for a while, but it wasn't until I took I think the R.
You saw somebody do it?
Yeah. I'm like,
Hey,
I look
down
at
a little there. What
I
the
look
fuck?
at the kids, and the kids come out and they get in between the two carts, and like they're starting to climb up the chain, and I'm looking at them. Now, mind you, I like to live on a little extreme in my life. I like to do a lot of crazy things. I mean,
Okay,
there's not
living
too
on the
many-
edge.
Yeah. If you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. I don't know who said that. It's not my quote, but yeah, it's a good quote. So yeah, I'm looking at these two kids walking out, and all of a sudden they start climbing on the chain to get on top of the train, and I think to myself, I'm like, oh man, like half of me, like the kid in me, wants to go join them, so I can understand where the drive is and the like excitement and the exhilaration of being able to like get up and like face your fears. But then at the same time, I'm like, there's a bunch of man-made shit that can just decapitate me instantly up there. Like, I mean, thinking about the odds and
Yeah, you waited.
right.
You were like, the risk versus the thrill.
Yeah. The risk to reward.
I think that
definitely-
the risk is way higher.
it is. It is.
Yeah. You're like, death or dismemberment or some thrill.
Oh no, it could be no. To like really think about the situation, could be way worse than that because those tunnels. I mean, personally, I don't walk those tunnels, so I don't know how many times those tunnels are walked. When it comes down to like professionals going through the subways after the fact,
Yeah.
So you could actually like fall off into the subways and be like sitting there like with a broken hip, not being able to get up. You're you're pretty much like
In the dark.
in the dark, in
And a
the
fucking train coming. Hey,
in the nastiness, in the
Yeah.
slime. No.
With the rats.
You'd want at this point in time, you'd kind of want to be close enough to the train that it could take you out. Because now
you're like, "Brrr."
right, you're just like a little
a blob.
You're a gimp off the side of
Yeah.
the train. Like
Yeah.
honestly, there's too many things in those sewer systems that would like to eat you. You know, like a horde of rats comes through, you're dead meat. A horde of cockroaches, you want to be dead meat. Like you'd want to be eaten by the rats at that point.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
You ever seen Wile E. Coyote?
I have several times.
Roadrunner?
I have.
You ever seen it when they go on top of the train and then fucking get hit by the tunnel?
Yes,
What?
exactly.
I mean, I would never want that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Like, I'm on the top of a train. I'm chasing the roadrunner. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not going to fucking fit in this tunnel. Boom. And he hits the mountain, you know?
Well, yeah.
Come on, guys.
You've seen so many of the movies throughout time where they decided to fight on top of the train, and it never worked out for the bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
He always didn't look up in time to see the thing, the obscure thing in his way that took him off. I mean, like the Wolverine movie, and like what was it? The trains, not Train Spotting, but the train movie where they used like going through and like they're eating the bugs and the candy bars.
I don't know about that one.
Oh yeah, and
I don't
all,
know that one.
all the rich people live in the front of the train, and all the poor people live in the back of the train.
No, I don't
And
know.
they're like traveling over the frozen earth, frozen tundra.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, not seen that one?
No.
That's definitely a rainy day movie. If I
Okay,
can ever
yeah.
think of the name of it.
Mm.
So you guys
find
can
out.
you guys can write in. Let us know what that is. I know you guys know it. You're gonna be like, Doug, you're such an asshole. You don't know shit. Yeah, Doug don't know shit, Doug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, there's a lot of thrill seekers out there, you know what I'm saying? And like, people are always going to be doing crazy shit, whether it's fucking climbing on top of trains, surfing, or fucking scaling the side of buildings with just like, you know, regular like rock climbing gear and like tape on their fingers.
Yeah, but I appreciate that guy.
Yeah. Well, you like the sport, right? So
Oh, I'm big into rock climbing. I love rock climbing. Like
I seen some videos the other day. The guy was like, his hand was shaking. He's like, I'm tired. I need to rest. He's like a French guy.
oh,
You know? And I'm like,
was that your French accent?
I tried.
I like it.
And,
We
and
should
I'm
go to a
like,
French restaurant this weekend. You can order everything.
oh, no, I'm good. Anyway, so he's like, you know, he's like panting and everything. And I'm like, why? I mean, you know, and you know what's crazy? He's like, he don't just go to the top. He scaled back down.
Wait, he climbed down?
They go up and they go down.
That's not a very smart idea.
I don't know. It's a proof of skill. You know, they have a statement that they're making. Part of me thinks that I don't know what the statement is exactly, but
Don't eat meat.
that might be one of the statements. But I think the main statement I think is that, like, you know, the world used to be what it was before there was buildings. It was like mountains and trees and everything else, right? And so now animals, use monkeys and everything else, whatever, used to be able to climb things. Now they can't. They can't climb the skyscraper, you know?
Right.
You don't see like fucking in like a chimpanzee just fucking bolt out the woods and just start climbing up the fucking skyscraper. You don't see that.
Well, I mean, like, in concept, yeah. When it comes
Yeah.
down to like some of these post-apocalyptic movies, you see how like New York City has been like retamed by Mother Nature, and plants are growing all over all over the buildings.
When it takes over.
Yeah, which would happen if we allowed it to.
It's like 7 days or like 8 days after like life stops on Earth or whatever, and like they show you like what it would look like with like the overgrowth. I'm like, damn, 7 days? That's it? What the hell?
No.
They're working hard to keep that grass back.
Yeah, exactly. Better not get rid of those illegal immigrants. I'm
just thinking of like chia, the fucking chia pet when it fucking grows green, you know, when you put the seeds on it.
Yeah, that shit doesn't grow that big in a week. It takes like 28 days to get like big and puffy.
Yo, speaking of 28 days later.
You know what's crazy? Oh, hold on a second. You know what's crazy?
What?
When you go to the health food stores where like all the rich girls go in to buy the smoothie shakes and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah. You know chia seeds?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
Well, hey. Yeah. Chia. I guess they just grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're getting those chia seeds up in
your body. Yeah. In your Yeah. Well, I guess, I don't know. I mean, maybe they roast them or something and they're just non-functional. But if you could literally just take them and not have to like just throw them in the ground and they grow, then or spread them on your chia thing, then that's amazing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, I forgot what I was talking about before that, though.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, I totally blasted it. That thought is gone.
Oh, my bad. Well, you know what, guys? You can eat chia seeds.
Oh, yeah, 28 days later, came right back in there. Another thing, speaking about memory real quick, did you know, supposedly, if you would have like been like, oh, man, it was 28 days later you were talking about, it actually like, it doesn't, I guess it hurts your brain or something. Like if somebody corrects you, like let's say you can't recall it yourself, you like lose the ability to, like your recollection, oh my God, your ability to recall, like you lost some of it.
Oh.
It's like an exercise or something. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, listen, this is what I was told. I don't know if
is it kind of like when like someone knows you're about to sneeze and they say bless you before you sneeze, and then it stops the sneeze from coming?
Yeah,
then,
and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, but you still like your body still wants to
like
sneeze.
your face like hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I hate everything about you. Like,
yeah.
You're not welcome to my house anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that. It's like deep in the mind. You're like, ugh, you know, like, but anyway.
You stole my thunder. I was supposed to remember that fact.
They came out with 28 years later, I believe, is the name of the new movie.
Yeah, but is it going to be good?
I mean, it's about zombies, right? And like the blood.
Well, I mean, there's been some good zombie movies.
Like the germs or whatever, the virus.
There's been some great zombie movies. And there's been some shit zombie movies. So
I don't remember how the last one ended.
The 28 Days?
Yeah. I know some like guy was sitting there and like a crow like was eating some shit and the blood went in the dude's eye and he's like, bleh, and he became like the zombie shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that. My favorite part about that, I have to say, was the gentleman that went and collected all the shopping carts.
What?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
Oh, it was in the skyscraper.
Mm.
It was towards the like beginning of the movie.
I'll check it out.
So he went to the skyscraper, and this guy decided to go around and grab all the shopping carts, and he filled up the hallway in the stairwell with shopping carts. And it stopped the zombies from being able to get through. Yeah, because that's a very complicated climb to get through. It's very like...
Yeah. Fucking all bent up chart, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So when I saw that, I was like, wow, that's very impressive.
You're like, I'm taking notes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all right. I still don't think I would ever bottle myself up inside of a apartment building. Yeah. I don't think that would be smart business. I mean, in a zombie apocalypse...
camp out on the roof.
We all have our different... No way, man. I think you're sticking yourself on an island to die.
Well, if there's zombies, they'll be trying to climb up, and if you do the wagon thing, it won't be so bad. Or if you put some other kind of traps, maybe not so bad. But assuming that they did make it to the roof...
My dude, have you ever been...
You might have a better chance of just like, fighting them a little bit and like pushing them off the roof.
I'm not just worried about zombies, man. You got to think about the full aspect of everything. Right. Well, you do have people... But then at the same time, right there where you put yourself, my first problem would be the tar roof I'm standing on. And depending on what time of year.
You worried about cooking?
Yeah, it could be 110 degrees up on that roof. I don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna be dehydrated and dying on the roof all by myself. And I don't get the ability to pop up and start running around eating people. I mean, you know, I'm just going to be a crisp corpse on top of a building that got dehydrated. So you got to think about like where you're going to be strategically. I think for me personally, it'd be fleet of boat style.
You ever heard of Arma?
I would go around and collect an armada of boats, and like that's how I think we'd travel, is by boat. Because ports have a lot of things in them and they're easily accessible, and you can get a majority of your things from robbing ports. Not robbing, but, you know, accumulating, because nobody's living on the planet anymore. So it's not like you're actually taking it from somebody. But going around to the different port sections and going through the different boxes and stuff, I think you would stay alive and actually live pretty well by collecting things that are coming and going out of a country. For a good while, because most people think about going to stores and stuff like that. You know, stop it as it comes in, and as long as you guys have a nice structured way of addressing going into these different sections, you guys can make sure that your flanks are and everything's well protected as you're going in. You're accumulating all your equipment.
Yeah.
And then once you get it, you get back on the boats. You get a large enough boat. You keep acquiring bigger boats until the point where you have enough people that you've saved and like accumulated. And then you have a nice little fleet, including like a couple cruise lines. And then, you get floating cities. Fuck it. You know what? Let the zombies have the land.
So there's a video game out there. It's for the PC. It's called Arma. I think it's like Arma 2 or Arma 3. And
Okay.
They came out with a... years ago, they made like a DayZ mod, and you could play. It was zombies essentially.
Okay.
DayZ, you know.
Yeah, I know DayZ.
And you played as a survivor.
Okay.
And it was based on real time, and like your character was your character for the world. So like you entered the world, you had to find a place to stay. You had to forage and find things, and then like you could talk. There was other people in the game. You had to watch out for other people in the game because they want to kill you and take your stuff.
Yeah.
But it was based on the game didn't have like a save point. Like you'd have to like sleep or hide somewhere, and then the next day you were still in that place. And every day you progress. You try to progress and survive. It's pretty sick.
I've played a couple of those games. They are, but once again, those things give me anxiety. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Understandably, you're like sleeping at, you wake up in the morning, you're like, damn, I wonder if my guy died.
Yeah.
Somebody come hunt me in the night, or maybe a zombie, You
Well,
wake up, you turn it on, it's like, you died. Fuck.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Who killed me? You don't even know. You have no idea.
And you just, like right before you went to sleep under that bush, you got like the most cool like helmet or something. You're like accumulated something awesome, and you're like, oh, I can't wait to get back on there and like use this item. Come to find out, somebody came by and like snuffed you out while you were sleeping.
What was cool about Arma was that it was based on the time zone that the server you were logged in on. So if you logged in on a server that was in the, Eastern Standard Time, it would be the same. So when it's daylight, real daylight, it's daylight in the game, and when it's nighttime, it's nighttime in the game.
That's what you meant by that. See, I thought I thought you said armor was based on like time, and so like if you're in the Japanese time period of 1 o'clock, then you like get a kimono and you get like
you thought it was like. Yeah, that'd be era, like the era. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like 1920s zombies. What would it be like? Yeah,
get 6 shooters and like get to walk around like Wild Bill. That's awesome. I dig that. Yeah. Somebody make that for me.
Yeah, we want to have an era. We want to visit a certain time period, like 1950s. That's been done, probably, right?
Yeah, no, we need different eras. We need to like take this back. We need like Jesus zombies. Okay, I want to be Paul at the Last Supper,
so
and then pick up like something at the Last Supper to fight off the zombie horde that's coming through the Garden of Yosemite. Okay, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to go back to the Greek mythology of like the Battle of Troy, and like as the Battle of Troy and the two armies are coming, and he's coming up to the wall, all of a sudden just like a weird zombie like pops out and just starts eating the horde, like eating one person, and the horde just keeps going throughout the entire like the entire field, and just bring me to like amazing historical locations And then add a zombie horde.
There you go.
Yeah.
Zombies.
The middle of Rome, awesome gladiator event about to happen. All the kings and queens are moving in to see this giant event.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like a zombie horde breaks out in the middle of like ancient Rome.
You know what's funny? There's guys out there who do that stuff. And I've seen it online already where I don't know why. It was Harry Potter versus Kermit the Frog.
My money's on Kermit all day.
Yeah. But it was like an army of Kermit the Frogs. Like a million something Kermit the Frogs versus like 6 Harry Potters.
Who won?
Kermit the Frog.
The fuck he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
I mean, they battled pretty good, you know? There was like bodies of... There was so many dead bodies of Kermit the Frog. There was a mountain. And they were fighting on the mountain of dead bodies of Kermit the Frog still, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, it makes you wonder, like, well, anybody could build, games now, You just download the engine and do a tutorial and that's it. I'm in.
That's like how many, what was it? How many 12-year-olds do you think you could beat up?
What?
If I was to send you into a room and like, let's say, hypothetically speaking.
Like legit 12-year-olds.
Legit 12-year-olds. If I was to send you into a room and be like, you have to like be able to knock out this many 12-year-olds, otherwise you lose.
Right.
How many 12-year-olds do you think you could actually legitimately fight and knock out before the horde overrides you and just completely swarms you?
Well, so in this sense, we're talking about Kermit the Frog, who is of certain stature.
Yes.
And the entirety of the army of Kermit the Frog are the same. So the question is, will these 12-year-olds all be the same stature?
Roughly. We're going to make sure that they
Roughly.
stay. Yeah, we're going to make sure they stay within like a 20-pound or like.
So they're like 100 pounds, maybe.
Maybe.
How many?
They're scraping. That depends on you. That depends on your number. You have to be the one to like set that bar.
Yeah.
You have to be like, I think
no weapons, just
20.
hands. If it's like no weapons and hands and what are we talking about? Like 100 kids? I mean, that's gonna be rough.
Okay, you can't bring weapons with you. You can't bring like Tonkas or something like that. To knock these kids out.
Right. How many kids though? We starting with?
I mean, Oh, you mean in the pit at the same time?
Yeah.
You mean like all at once?
We're coming up with like these hypotheticals. I mean, we got to at least set the bar. Set the stage.
We'll do it Royal Rumble style. Okay, so like.
Oh, they're going to be coming in.
Yeah, we're going to be setting them in like every 2 minutes. We'll set a new one in.
Oh man, I think I'd get gas pretty early. But if we were doing Royal Rumble style. I don't know, man. Maybe 20, and then I'll be fucking tired after that.
You have to knock them out,
knock them out.
Yeah, knock them out. Like you can't just like punch them in the face and be like, "Oh, I got a couple tags in on that kid."
I mean, I don't know how the chin is on these children we're talking about. We're talking about like, get a little crazy right now. First of all, I never want to attack any child.
This is hypothetical. Right. I said that in the beginning. Hypothetically speaking. Yeah. No children were harmed in the making of the show.
No, I mean, if you had to fend it off, you had to do what you had to do. I mean.
Oh, no, you can do either style. You can do a defend off if you want to, like, back into a corner.
Or feel better about it.
Yeah, and make sure that they swing first before you swing. Okay.
It was funny.
If that makes you feel good. Or you can go to, total Conan Barbarian style. But as far as weapons are concerned, I think, like, we're going to put it in a average, like, area. We're not going to put it in a boxing ring.
Yeah.
And you can use like the elements of the room. Okay. So like if there's a television in the room, if you want to smack a child with a television, you have the ability to.
Okay.
If you want to like take a dresser and tip it over on them, you got that ability. I mean.
So what I can say is I recently saw a video, all right, of a 16-year-old kid knocked the crap out of a guy that was like 40. So we can just right off the bat, I can tell you the age don't matter. Size doesn't necessarily matter either. And the reason why I know that is because the kid wasn't that. First of all, the kid was way more agile than the older guy.
I put these little guys at 12. Okay, they don't have testosterone running through them. They haven't like really built.
They haven't
anything.
started that yet.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they're
just big enough to like put their head at your like normal arm swinging range.
Yeah, but the problem is like I think that once you get more than 5 of them, you're gonna have a tough time if they're all working together. Because I mean,
okay. So now my question is, where are you going to find 3 12-year-olds that are going to get along enough that they're going to actually make
What you just like? So you just talk about hypothetically speaking about some kids hanging out in a room, and you just walk in like, "What's up, motherfuckers?" You just like, kick it. And then some of them are like, "Don't touch me!" And you just beating their ass. Like, what are you talking about? I don't want no part of this. And he's like trying to run out. You're like, "Come here, Timmy!" You know, you just fucking slapping around.
It's KO time.
You go to sleep. Like, no, what the hell? Yeah, you got some crazy imagination, I gotta say.
I'm not the first person to bring that up. Okay, so that question is.
Okay.
Yeah, that question.
This has been asked.
Right, this question's rolling around on the internet.
Who brought it up?
I forgot the first person.
Oh,
yeah. In fact, I probably don't know the first person.
Oh,
but I know I've seen the question like roll around on the internet quite a few times, so I decided to throw it in your direction, see how you felt about it.
I have no desire to hurt children or be in a fight with them. But all right.
What if they were like grown men that were the size of 12-year-olds? If that makes you feel better about this situation.
Now I don't want to hurt on the dwarf population. The little people, whatever you call them.
You don't want to hurt on them like Snow White did?
Oh, that's messed up.
7 careers down the drain.
Nah, man.
I say that with a big heart. Honestly, like a lot of times I do. I say things that are just like I say them because they're like raw and funny. But
right.
To be honest with you, no, that's fucked up what they did with like Disney did. I mean, they took like 7 awesome careers plus 7 backup actors plus stuntmen. So you're talking like 15, 20 like little people that could have had awesome jobs.
Little people.
What?
Little people are Fisher Price things.
Oh, dwarves. Yeah.
I don't think they like dwarves either.
Well, it's in the fucking name of the movie, bro. What am I supposed to do with that, okay?
Snow White and the 7 small people.
Yeah, fuck that. They're dwarves. And you say it to make it sound even like more Viking-esque.
Say it with an English accent.
Dwarves. The dwarven kind.
Yeah.
So, all right. Yeah, but like honestly, that was like several amazing careers that were thrown into the trash because they didn't even know what the hell to do with their movie.
No.
First, they made like Snow White and the 7 weird magical things, and then like the public was like, "Yeah, we're not accepting anything to do with that." And they're like, "Oh no, we didn't mean 7 magical people. We meant 7 dwarves originally, like we had in the original movie." And then they went off and made these weird AI abominations.
So wait, you telling me that there was an actual cast before the AI stuff?
No, it was first AI stuff and then turned into second AI stuff. So first of all, there was 7 magical creatures that weren't dwarves nor were male.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
The guys who voiced them,
yes,
were they dwarves?
No. They were not dwarves as well.
All right, well, if I was part of the dwarf union, I would be fucking suing the pants off us.
Oh, me too. I mean, I'm in an uproar.
How dare you not include us in your movie?
I wish I was short enough to be involved. I get out there and like protest, but I mean, it doesn't have the same punch when you're 6'2".
Yeah,
you know,
right?
It'd be much more of like an impact if I was, I don't know, 3'2".
3'2".
Yeah, then I'd be coming in with that dwarfism badassness.
Doing that mini me.
Yeah. No, dude. No, not mini me at all. No, I'd come in straight up like one of the dudes from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the big badass battle axe on my back and like the whole 9 singing Misty Mountains.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I'd be bringing
different.
Real different. Like, no, I'll be coming in with a statement.
More tough.
Of course. Wait, what do you want me to be part of the Lollipop Guild? Fuck a bunch of that noise.
Yeah, I want you to be the Lollipop Kids. Mm-hmm. We would like to welcome you.
No, hell no. I wouldn't be there. I couldn't go that. Well, I mean, it really, I guess, comes down to the body you're given as a dwarf. Do you look more like a Lollipop Kid? Do you look more like a...
I get what you're saying. Yeah, first of all, Lollipop Kids, man, crazy looking hair and shit. But Munchkins.
Yeah.
In Munchkin land.
Right.
They weren't pissed about that.
That was the 50s, bro. They were actually happy. That was one of the most high-paying jobs of the time for actors.
Yeah. Dangerous too. They didn't give a fuck if you got lead poisoning, cancer, whatever. Hung yourself in a tree in the background. They didn't give a fuck.
They didn't know, man. It wasn't like they knew. They would just be like, yo, we got this cool paint. It looks like metal. We're going to slap it over your body. Jim, you look like you're dying, bro.
It's like, why are you throwing up, buddy?
Exactly.
Spray this guy with oil.
Are you sure you got all the paint off? He looks pretty red.
Oh, man. That's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. With that aluminum paint was god awful. That freaking lion suit made the dude sweat to death.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of like horrific things. And that's not the only movie. Like that was just like Hollywood as a whole. You want to be on the big screen? You gonna get hurt, boy.
Yeah. Oh man. I saw something recently about the fucking the Wizard of Oz. I forgot what it was though.
Oh, another thing?
Yeah.
I gotta say, man, like when it comes down to that movie, there's so much shit that's wrapped around it and so many things that people look for. I mean, between the gay things and between the Pink Floyd things and between the dude hanging himself in the background and all the other craziness that went on for that movie. Honestly, I think it's one of the best movies for the hype. Like, you know what I mean? There's just so much stuff that people have made up over the years because honestly, that's one of the oldest movies and everybody's seen it because it's a children's movie.
Yeah.
And I'll be straight up honest with you, dude. That shit scared the shit out of me as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some kids that was scared of the monkeys.
I didn't mind the monkeys.
Flying monkeys.
I didn't like the imagery.
What, like Dorothy? I mean, 95% of it is Dorothy in the beginning. Then you see the weird fucking bubble witch.
No, as soon as it went into Dollar Tree store coloring, that's when I was just like,
oh, with the green and the yellow.
I didn't like the imagery.
Like,
at
I
all.
want to go back to the black and white, please.
Exactly. Please no Technicolor. Can we go back to like a decent movie where like the imagery looked fine? I understand you were trying to sell colored televisions like hardcore back in the day.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be I was born much further in the future than that. But I don't want to be involved in that. Like, I understand what it was, and now it's like, I don't know, the big rainbow flag for the gay society.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But once again, I don't want to be wrapped in that. I don't want to watch that. That's not for me. There's a lot of things that are for me, and they're really fucked up, most of them.
They're really fucked up.
Oh yeah, dude. I really enjoy like weird off the wall, not ordinary things.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that. I love obscure humor.
I mean, yeah, I like all kinds of humor. It don't matter to me. I mean, I don't get crazy about it.
Oh, I hate dad jokes, man.
You don't like the dad jokes?
No, I can't. I can never let them come from my lips.
Really?
Yeah, it's just not in me. I'm like, yeah, I just don't like it.
Like what? Let's hear one of them dad jokes that Doug has.
I hate puns. Like, oh, why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
I don't know why.
Because the P is silent.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's a dad joke?
That's a dad joke.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a spelling joke, you know? It's like one of those things that you're like, I guess it's funny. I mean, if I really have to think about it, yeah, I guess I appreciate that in some kind of weird, obscure way.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, man. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you're right. There's like, why don't skeletons fight each other? Because they don't have the guts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I told my wife she should embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug.
Dude, stop, please. I fucking hate these things. These are brutal.
Why don't eggs tell jokes? Because they might crack up.
Shut up. Swear to God, dude, I fucking despise
Although
these.
I got 5 going. So I ordered a chicken and an egg online. I'll let you know which one comes first.
On this note, I'm going to let you run your jokes out.
And the last one is, What did the 0 say to the 8? Nice belt. I don't get that one. Oh, I guess because it's a 0 with a twist in it to make it an 8. Yeah, that must be what it is. Yeah, dad jokes, they are pretty terrible. I wouldn't mess with them. I'm not going to mess with them. Let's see. Oh, hold on a second here. Let me see if I could run us some stuff. Bah. Okay. Nah, there's nothing good here. This is all ridiculous. I'd like to welcome you. Yeah, man. You left me hanging here by myself here.
Sorry, you lit it up with those whole dad joke things. I decided to use that as a good time to go take a piss.
I'm just holding it.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I had to step out for a second while he went on that rant. That's not my jam.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Gotta go on the rant.
I like the, like I said, obscure, weird, out of the ordinary. Honestly, like.
Terrible.
I know. I am very bad. Nothing makes me like. I will be watching a movie and the most obscure, like, punch to the face happens, and I burst out laughing in the most serious of movies. And just because, I mean, honestly, if you were in that situation and you saw that happen and you were standing out in front of a bar, that'd be funny. Or if you're standing out in front of a coffee shop and one dude just like punches the other dude in the mouth, you're like, oh, that's hilarious. At least I feel so.
Yeah.
But
you like the slapstick. They call it slapstick. Right?
No. It's not. I don't like slapstick for slapstick. It has to be like a serious thing for me to be like, oh, that's fun. That's obscure. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like an intentional like. Who were those guys back in the day? The Three Stooges. Nah, yeah. I despise that.
Nah, they weren't. I wasn't a fan of that either.
But I like Marx. The Marx Brothers are my jam.
Yeah. Don't know that.
No, you don't?
No.
You don't remember the gentleman with the big mustache and big eyebrows with the cigar?
Oh, yeah.
That's Groucho.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like would use him in their comedy skits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Bugs Bunny did that.
Of course he did. I mean, Groucho's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
Honestly. Horse feathers, the whole nine. Like, guys, I really know my shit when it comes down to this, so I don't want to say anything in the comments like, he's not really a Marx fan. Like, shit, I know my shit. So
he dreams about him at night.
I honestly like Chico the most. Harpo was like your major slapstick kind of comedy guy.
Yeah.
So
Charlie Chaplin.
Each brother had their own like aspect of like what they did for their comedy team, and brought together this like full aspect of different comedies all wrapped into one movie, which was brilliant. And like you never see that kind of shit again. And unfortunately, they only had a budget that was so big to be able to produce the movies that they did. If they had the budgets of today with their comedy of yesteryear, dude, oh my god, those things would be priceless.
Yeah,
they'd be epic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I hear that.
But it's the things I hold on to. It's the little things.
Yeah, hold on to those little things, Doug.
Exactly.
We hold on to a little thing every night. We know that. Every half hour or so when you're going to piss, you're holding on to a little thing.
Wow, bro. You and Angelo always talking about my dick.
Hey, man.
I wish it was as small as you guys said it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're dribbling on your balls, all right?
Then I wouldn't have to buy an extra seat when I flew on planes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I have to get the extra space, guys. It's not fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to pay more. You know what it's like. Yeah. I can't cross my legs. I cannot cross my legs. Yeah. I am incapable of doing those things. Oh, man. You know what's crazy, man? I can hear that thing.
The buzz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucking it. Yeah. Getting your puff on. Your fruity puff.
Honestly, yeah. Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm a creature of my crutches, and I know this.
Oh, okay.
And I've I become comfortable with those skeletons in my closet.
Yeah. I've accepted who I am.
Exactly.
No one can change me.
Oh, what's the serenity prayer? God give me the strength to accept me for who I am.
Yeah. I don't know. I've got to remember it.
Oh, well,
I didn't do AA though.
that was good enough for me. It works. The audience got it.
Yeah.
They understood what I was talking about.
Yeah, he did.
He did. That one guy. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
This one goes out to you. This Michelob.
Yeah, man.
Strangers in the night.
It's a superior light beer, only 95 calories.
Yeah, you know what? Do you see the oil show?
No.
Landman?
No.
Oh,
Landman?
Landman.
Nope.
Oh, that is a show.
Is it?
It's a really good one. You got to watch that one.
I don't know. What is it on?
It is on Peacock.
Oh, don't have that.
Oh shit! I got to. Well,
too many subscriptions. Can't have that one. Actually, I might be able to get that one though. I think actually I do have that one.
Oh, it's definitely worth it.
I think I got that over somebody else. It's one of those things, you know.
No, he pays full price for it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, full price.
Hey man, listen. It's crazy, right? So like Netflix, all these things, people share them. They know that it's happening. And then they they threaten and be like, we're going to stop it. And I have to say, out of everybody, I think the only one that really did was Netflix. They actually shut that shit down. Like,
no, they didn't.
If you want to share it and it's not a family plan, yeah. When you're in the same household, it's a little different. So like,
no, they started charging for extra accounts. They're like, oh, we see that another account's on your watching this, and you've reached your max viewing account. So if you want to expand your viewing account, you must pay this amount.
Yeah, right.
So it's not that they got rid of your subscription. They're just demanded you pay for what you're using.
No, they don't cancel you.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly.
Like
they
you
want
and your four brothers, you and your four buddies want to watch Netflix? Not a problem.
Yeah, they want you to pay more.
Yeah, we're going to roll that into your only monthly sum.
Yeah, exactly, And it's crazy too. Like Disney. Oh no, not Disney. Maybe it is Disney. Well, actually, maybe even Amazon. So Amazon advertises shows or whatever, and I think now Amazon does a thing with Paramount, and then Paramount has a Showtime under it. So if you want to watch Showtime, you need a subscription to Showtime, but you also need a subscription to Paramount.
Yes.
What the hell? And then it's like what? And I think Amazon's thing was just we're going to advertise with them or whatever. But yeah, it was kind of crazy, man.
Well, it actually comes down to the fact that you can either buy or use your subscription. So they're like, yeah, we got this thing. And if you don't have the subscription, you can go ahead and buy it from us over here.
Right.
But
we're going to get kickback.
If you do have the subscription, we'll go ahead and pop you over your application that you do have it on, and you can go ahead and watch it from there.
Yeah.
Since you're already paying your monthly fees for that.
It's funny. So when I used to have cable, and I think I had basic fucking cable. I didn't have HBO or any of that shit, and I was paying in 2006. We're talking $130 a month.
Oh,
and I got internet. So I'm wondering now, I pay for Sling, that's $60. I pay for Netflix, that's another $15.99, so that's $16 or whatever, 17 with tax or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you got HBO Max, that's $15.99. And then
wait a minute, what's your phone subscription?
My phone? Oh,
yeah.
Verizon.
Yeah, call up Verizon. You get one of those guys for free.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you've not been
I haven't been in the loop.
Yeah, you got to haggle with your. Hey guys, I'm throwing this out to all you guys. Yeah. Every single one of you. Anyone listening to me right now, call up your phone company and tell them to give you whatever freebie they have for the month, because you've been a loyal subscriber for a long time and you're giving out freebies to the new people that came along that are fucking, yeah.
We're mad as heck and we're not going to take it anymore.
Well, no, I did it all the time. I've done it my entire life.
Yeah.
I've always renegotiated my contract with my phone company, and I've called them up and I'm like, hey, I see you have a new commercial right now where you're giving away this type of phone, huh? So you're giving away a $1,500 phone
How dare you?
to the new guy, and I'm over here as a loyal customer, and you ain't giving me shit. So, yeah. And honestly, every time I fucking try to play hardball with them, they're like, oh, well, sir, please come off the ledge. You don't need to go to our competitor. Please stay with us. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Here, you can have it too.
Yo,
And
you know what's crazy?
what's up?
So and talking about cell phones and stuff like that. So I got 2 lines with Verizon, and I was on some plan that like they don't have no more. So like discontinue the plan. It's a pretty good plan. I liked it because I got the hotspot for free.
Okay.
Unlimited everything. It was $60 a line back in the day. I kept it and I held on to that shit. But yo, they out of nowhere, my phone like stops working, right? Try to make a call, nothing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Happened on the same exact weird shit. Happened on both lines. I call up Verizon. I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? The fucking phone stopped working. Oh, I don't see anything wrong here. Oh, sir, you're being deauthorized. I'm like, what? Yeah, you're being deprioritized. I'm like, I'm not prioritized? What are you talking about? He's like, oh, well, if you pay more on this plan, then you have a better priority. So, like, we won't knock off your phone call. So I'm like, are you kidding me? They're like, no. In high congestion areas, if the bills that the people who are paying more have for the higher ultra wide band or whatever get priority over the ones who don't. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's crazy. So anyway, after talking for a few minutes.
Where are you located right now? I would like to go and talk to you about this face to face. Like you're bringing out the urge that we need to have
Yeah, it was crazy.
an immediate discussion.
But after speaking to him for like a few minutes or whatever, it came out that they squeezed me for $2 a month, and I'm like, all right. And then I got everything. I upgraded the plan. I was able to get prioritized. All the problems on my phone went away.
Wait, they squeezed you for $2.
$2.
$2 a month.
Yeah. After everything, taxes, fees, all that, it was only $2 because the plan that I had.
$24 a year.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I was like, whatever. I don't care.
I'd be so angry. I'd be so angry.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you made me so hostile and angry over such a situation for $2.
Yeah.
Like, why? And you're a huge company. Why don't you just eat that shit?
Yeah.
Why don't you eat the $24?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to make a hostile. You might actually make me want to leave your, like,
I guess the moral of the story is that, listen, at some point your plan may become, defunct. It's old. It's this, whatever you think. You used to be able to grandfather it. You used to be able to just keep it forever and it would work great. Now they turn in screws on that shit and your phone works like shit.
Well, see, okay. All right. Here we go for 360. We're coming all the way back to the beginning. This is my problem with Teslas, okay?
Fucking Tesla.
Ow. If I buy a car,
Yeah.
and it's got a gadget or gizmo in it,
Yeah.
it better fucking work.
Why?
Because I bought that car, and that car came with that gizmo, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, it came along with it.
With it.
Yeah. If I buy, like, let's say a hair trimmer, and it comes with a bunch of gadgets to be able to do different parts of my beard and whatnot, I want them all to work,
Right.
I don't want to have like 3 of them sitting on the shelf and be like, oh, you have to pay extra to get that.
Right. So what's with the Tesla? What's your beef?
So with Tesla,
Yeah.
you buy the car. The
Right.
car comes to your house.
Oh, yes, it does.
And you can turn on and off functions.
Yep.
You can turn on and off the heated seat.
Mm-hmm.
You can be like, oh, I'll pay more to have a heated seat.
Yes.
And they'll go, oh, okay. We just turned your heated seats on. You can enjoy those now.
Yeah.
It's like, no, wait. So that means there was heated seats in my car
Right.
when I bought the fucker.
Right.
Yeah. There's all these
They were turned off.
right. All these gadgets
Yeah.
you buy are already in the fucking car. So you're not, when you purchase that car, you're not purchasing it for like the value, its max value. You're purchasing it for whatever the car is to basically rent past that point.
You know what's
Like-
crazy about Tesla?
What's up?
So I get your point. And yes, I had a friend who bought a Tesla and it was like that. And there was this whole thing, if you tweet at the time it was Twitter, if you tweet on Elon Musk, hey, what's going on with the car? Everybody should get free audio, whatever. And then like he would do it. He would like do weird things. Oh yeah, we'll turn the audio on. And then all of a sudden, like everybody who bought the Model 3 had like the premium sound or something like that. So yeah, those are like software features. So they could turn them on and turn them off. And all the cars are all built the same. And I was like, yeah, it made it easier for them to sell cars with different ranges to just turn them on and turn them off based upon the software update that you want.
Right.
So I mean, it's like a flat rate cost for the car. It doesn't mean it's not included, right? So you got a fixed rate on the car. So it made sense for them. Manufacturer-wise, it makes sense to me.
It's a car for a service, you know?
But what's crazy is that it's actually not a car. So he got it defined as, so Tesla is not a dealership. Tesla does not fall under like the automotive dealership rules at all.
What? Oh, wow.
So
okay.
It's almost like you're buying a cell phone. Like, I'm not even kidding. So like, you know how like there's this whole right to repair act and all that stuff? Doesn't matter nothing about Tesla, at least from what I remember. But yeah, Tesla is not really an automotive. So that's why there's no other dealerships that sell Tesla. Only Tesla sells Tesla. For instance, if you have a Kia dealership, they might sell a Hyundai. They might sell Kia. They might sell other cars.
Right, because they're bringing them in. They're bringing in like...
You can't open up a dealership and be like, I'm going to be a Tesla dealership, because it doesn't exist. Tesla's not a dealer. That's their thing. And somehow they fucking work the laws in such a way that it's like, you know, it's like a premium cell phone.
Well, you can't hate the guy for like reading the rules that were already there.
Oh, I'm not mad about it. I'm just like, that's amazing, you know, that he was able to do that. And, you know, by all means, you know, they want to control it. But what's crazy is that, like, so these cars, after they're done with, they go to Tesla, they go to like auction. And then at the auction, you know, they sell them for whatever they want at the auction. And then after that, somebody else gets it. If they have a problem, they can't bring it to a mechanic. If it's like suspension work, maybe. But the vast majority of the work that needs to be done is software. So they have to take it back to Tesla. And a lot of times, there's times when Tesla's like, oh, this car's done now. What do you mean the car's done? Yeah, it don't work. You know, you can't have it. Like, they take it away from you. Like, it's weird like that. Or they want exuberant amounts of money in order to cover the car. It's no longer under warranty. You know, like they want like the battery. Oh, battery's dead. That's it. Now you got to buy a whole new battery. You know, when it's like, you know, you could really just change like a cell or two. There's a lot of weird stuff about it. There's guys out there that do like, they hack them, you know, and there's guys that like, they'll program the car for you. But that's the whole point of like the Right to Repair Act. And stuff like that is that, you know, manufacturers, they shield information from third-party repair. So, like,
wow,
they don't want you to know how to, like, interface with the car to fix it or any of that stuff. But the Right to Repair Act, you know, for automotive, it's supposed to open those doors. And it does to an extent. But even, like, Ford and, like, well, maybe not necessarily Ford, but, like, other dealers, like GM, for instance, you can't. So if you have a GM, you have a global A, right? Which means that all of the components in your car electrically are protected. They call it protected. And if, let's say, for whatever reason, you know, your door switch, oh, fuck, my window won't go down. I need a new switch. You go to the junkyard, you put it in there, don't work. And also, it could brick the car. Don't start.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because their excuses, a lot of auto theft and people stripping down cars enable, you know, the secondary market to, like, you know, sell stolen parts.
Right.
So
Fuck
you gotta,
you.
so you
You're
have to
just
have,
stopping all the pick apart guys from being able to go in.
No, it's gotta be VIN coded. It has to match the VIN number. So like
That
when you
is some
plug in
bullshit.
So there's guys out there that they program their job.
Recode it.
Just recode it. Take your VIN, put it on there. Yeah.
Well, I mean, God bless those guys.
Vehicle hackers.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you know what? It's a new industry.
Yeah.
Just wait. Dude, I was thinking about, like, talking to my dad today about this, because we were going on about, like, Elon Musk and being able to score a medical or a military contract from America. And my dad's like, well, why would they need Teslas? That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, well, Dad, you got to think about it. Like, Elon Musk is wrapped into way more than Teslas. He's got his robotics industry up and running. He's also got the
SpaceX.
Well, not SpaceX so much. I mean, SpaceX is what it is, but I mean, that's more for exploration than actually needing to be like a military, like, grade weaponry.
No, you never heard about the Space Force?
Oh no, Space Force is an American. Yeah, Trump did that.
Yeah, Trump did that, and SpaceX is helping with that. And SpaceX's main thing is Starlink. Do you know what Starlink is?
Yeah, that's what I. Yes,
Right,
yes,
and that's part of space.
100%. Yes, he's Starlink. Starlink's where the money is. So to be able to go ahead and run satellites over an area and blanket them in an area.
Space war.
So it's not even. It's land war. It's the fact that like all of your guys
Command and control.
Right. All their
Internet.
headphones, all of their walkie-talkies, everything are like working perfectly. And they're going to be able to communicate well.
Yeah.
On top of that, we have the robots coming out, and then Neuralink. Neuralink.
Yeah.
Yeah, that particular company.
Control computers with my mind.
No, control robots with your mind.
Could do that too.
Right. He's building the robots.
I just want to be the best at Call of Duty. Just look at the screen like, world champion.
No, I want to be. I want to get 700 kills under my belt
in real life
as an 80-year-old man in his bed with Neuralink.
And isn't there a movie about that?
My robot's just out there killing for days.
I feel like there's a movie about that where there's real life war going on, but there's like kids that are playing video games.
Yes, there is.
They don't even know it's like or care that it's like real war, but they're just playing their video game, killing people,
just murdering.
Yeah. But it's real.
That's the angle I kind of want to go with. Yeah. Get into the Neuralink, just sit in my bed, piss myself, and just go slaughter every.
Speaking of that, do that.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you as always. Thank you for coming. Thanks for hanging out with us on the couches. God bless you. Please like, subscribe, and all that other garbage that we need to do to try to like rise up. Be part of the communities as everybody else. We appreciate you guys. Keep being conservative and doing your thing. And as always, fuck off.